Thoughts on that win, Coach? What are your initial impressions?
It was a complete team effort. Just really proud that the defense was able to get a turnover, at the end of the game. We've at a couple times this year we haven't been able to close teams out, on that side of the ball. They were able to do that tonight against a really good football team and a great quarterback in Ricky.
And that last play looked like you just got him to throw the ball a little before he was ready. He wanted to.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know exactly what they're doing schematically, right? I don't know Ricky's reads and what he's looking at. I just know that we were in great position. We stayed high shoulder, tracked the ball the whole way, and it was a great play.
And that's 2 straight weeks now that you've been able to close the game against this team. I'm wondering what that means for your team going down the stretch with these last 3 play.
Well, I think it's one indicator of our improvement, right? And improvement on both sides of the ball. We weren't able to get points on our last possession, but we were able to move the ball downfield and got a great kick from Josh. I mean, he put it out just perfect. Best kick of the night, so he saved his best one for last. Those are all good signs, right? The good signs of guys performing when it matters the most.
I mean, we talked earlier in the year about some of those games that you weren't able to close out, and now you are able to close those out, and that is the progress that you've sort of been talking about.
Well, it's one marker. It's not everything. I mean, we made a lot of mistakes tonight still that we've got to clean up. But we made a lot of plays too on both sides of the ball, and made a couple of plays in the kicking game as well. So, like I said, it's just one indicator of many. We go back to work and we evaluate each individual's play, the play of each unit, each position, and the overall units on both sides of the ball and teams, and just figure out a way to get better.
What are you concerned about?
Concerned about everything. Got to get better. I mean, it is this game with new staff, and especially with the new staff and new players, it really is the task at hand is constant improvement. I mean, that really is the focus, and to be playing your best football at the end of the year. The teams typically that win this are playing their best football and are the healthiest at the end of the year.
Would you say that this is the most complete game that you've played, and what part of it would you say that perhaps you're most proud of?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know if it's our most complete game. Every game has its own complexion, right? It has its own storyline, if you will. They did a great job in their last 2 possessions of really moving the ball the entire field, and we had them backed up twice. And that's a sign of a great team on their end, right? And a great offense and a quarterback that can deliver the ball and not panic and still check the ball down and all the things that he does so well in reading defense. But our guys are really giving great effort. They really are, and they've created a trustworthiness within, I think, between each other and with the staff in such a way that they're doing what we ask them to do more consistently.
Do you think that it's helped that, for the most part, your offense and defense, for the most part, you played the same guys out there? There was a few in and outs, but this is... Yeah, continuity helps. I mean, we had Nate had to play the whole game, and in Jamal's absence, and this is the second week in a row that we've asked Gray to go out on the edge, play tackle for us, and Tim, in their guard, and just, guys are just accepting their role and just accepting the challenge that's in front of them, and doing whatever they need to do from an unselfish standpoint and the role that they're given to help the team win. That's what we want. We've got a bunch of guys in that locker room that are like that.
Ultimately, it still comes down to points.
Yeah.
You've got to be pretty happy with the reduction of the points the defense. I mean, the last 2 or 3 weeks.
Decent's gotten a lot better.
Touchdowns or under 20 a game the last 2.
They've gotten a lot better. When we talked about it, earlier this week, the level of communication. We're in better position more often. We had a couple of lapses, but you're going to have that, right, in the course of a game and against a very well coached football team. But our defense has gotten a lot better, and we're getting more pressure on the quarterback. We're covering better. We're spacing the field better. Our tackling has gotten better for the most part, and we're making plays.
Okay, you're going into a situation now. You're going to go to play Montreal. You're 4 points ahead of them going into the home and home now, based on what happened with Winnipeg. I mean, that puts you in a pretty good position for that home playoff.
Yeah, I just told the team right now. Great teams string football games together, right? They don't have one good game and then they're off a week, then another good game and off a week. I mean, you know, good football teams should be able to play consistently competitive football at a level, you know, commensurate with the opportunity they've been given and with an opportunity to win football games. So all we're focused on right now is stringing the next one together.
Is Luke Tasker and Greg Ellingson the same guy?
No,
like,
they're two different guys.
They're two, but do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Greg went down and Luke comes in. He's been
Yeah.
productive ever since he stepped in.
Yeah, Luke's a great player. I mean, we've had him for 3 years at Cornell. He knows our offense. We move him around. We brought him out of the backfield tonight, a role that is pretty unusual for a guy that hasn't played this game very much up here to accept and to be able to execute with the motion, the high motion coming out of the backfield, and to work with CJ on some of those patterns. He's just a special kid.
Is the offense similar to what it was at Cornell? Is that part of the reason he's been able to?
Sure. Yeah, it's just 12-man football, and it's spaced out a little bit differently. Listen, there's some things that I ran in the United States that was different than what you can run up here, and not everything transferred, right, because of the size of the field and the 12 players. But a lot of it did transfer. We just had to modify it for the game down there, right? And so when we came back up, we modified it back.
Now, is that spot where Tasker is, where Ellingson was, just gets a lot of balls, or is it more the receiver that's?
No, most of what we do, we rarely cut the field off in half in our passing game. We do every once in a while, but that doesn't happen very often. We have, I don't get too technical, but we have route adjustments within our pattern structures, right? And most of it's full field, and we go where the defense tells us to go with football.
You dropped an F-bomb on TSN, by the way.
I did.
That made, yes, the Twitter sphere was afire after you. I think you were unhappy with a call, perhaps. I'm not quite sure, but.
Yeah, well, I apologize profusely for that. That is not something I should be doing. That was a mistake.
Perhaps TSN shouldn't be sticking the microphone in your face in situations like that?
No,
that's what
no. I need to be more disciplined with my emotions. It's not TSN's fault.
All right, guys, we'll grab.